Well, I'm here with James Victory of NOV or NOV or
National Oilwell Varco.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us today.
All right.
Well, tell us what type of fleet you guys have and what does the company do?
All right. Well, we have a fleet of about 2,000 power units and another 1,000, roughly 1,100 trailers. We are, well, you called us NOV. NOV also stands for no other vendor. We do everything that there is in the service industry for the oil field. Right?
Wow.
So whether it's sending a service tech out to work on a piece of equipment that we manufacture, or load up a Class 9 vehicle and haul a oversized load from Wyoming to Texas,
wow.
we could do that as well, right? So most of our fleet is made up of the 3/4 ton pickup truck, some half tons, and then we have about 250 what we call regulated commercial motor vehicles.
Okay, sure. Are those 3/4 tons take-home vehicles?
A few, right.
A few?
Yeah, I can't give you an exact number because there's about 1,200 of them out there, but we have some of them are driven home.
I see, okay. And you're concentrated in Texas primarily? Or?
Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, California, New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, South Dakota.
So I mean, here you go. You're managing so many different jurisdictions and tax, title, and licensing for different states. I mean, that's a fleet management headache right there.
Absolutely, that's one of our main challenges because we have 150, some odd 160 roof lines across the U.S. All of them in different different states, different jurisdictions, and having to meet all the requirements, right? Moving the vehicles between those jurisdictions or states is a constant challenge. Yeah,
sure. And hence, you've got a fleet management company. You're with Element.
Yep.
And does Element help in that sort of juggling all these different jurisdictions and needs?
Element is a great tool to have. They do a very good job helping us navigate that. We couldn't do it without them, right? I have a team of 5 people, right?
Absolutely.
And there's no way that we could track that licensing and registration things. It would be It may not be impossible, but it would be no fun at all.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. Speaking of no fun at all, what is the biggest no fun issue for 2026 for you guys?
Oh man, I mean that's a loaded question. Maintenance is a big maintenance cost, right? It just keeps going up and up and up, right? And that's I don't know if that's because we're an oil field service company and a lot of the places where we're at, the infrastructure is pretty tight, so our availability for providers is limited, and we end up having to pay, market rate, right? There's no bargains left in maintenance, I don't believe, right?
Okay. Yeah. How are you managing maintenance? I mean, is it maybe cycling the vehicles out a little sooner or being a little bit more proactive on the predictive side or just PMs? I mean,
well, we establish our PM protocols, right? But as I said, we have such a variety of vehicles and a variety of roof lines. Everybody does something a little bit different. So it's hard to establish one program that will work the same for 153 roof lines, which are all, in essence, different business units.
Wow.
So that's part of the challenge in maintenance, right? To make sure to keep a track who's supposed to be doing what to what vehicle, in what timeline. So it's managed by a business unit level, right? As a fleet manager for a corporate, we don't have our thumb on that. We send out maintenance schedules. We help navigate the maintenance system through our fleet management company. But that's ultimately back on the local management.
The local management, right?
But we do our best as a fleet team to keep an eye on the progress of that. Maintaining the preventative maintenance.
So would the local teams have a shop perhaps to do like some small stuff like PMs?
We do not have any maintenance facilities within NOV that would do any kind of maintenance on our vehicle.
Okay. Right. So you wouldn't have any parts inventory, that type of thing?
Not in the U.S. In Canada, we have a small business unit that does some of that, but not in the U.S.
Okay. Let's talk telematics. You're a Geotab partner. You have a Geotab system for some of your fleet.
Right.
Yeah.
It's our DOT compliance tool as required by the regulations, right?
Okay.
I mean, U.S. DOT says you have to have an ELD, and Geotab provides that service for us, along with all the other telematics goodies that come along with that. You know, it's a wonderful system. It's easy to use by our drivers find it pretty easy to use. You know, we've been with the Geotab since May of 2025, so we're relatively new to this. You know, we've had previous providers, and there's a little bit of a learning curve, like with anything. But the learning curve, I believe, is more for us on the admin and manager side than on the driver side, right?
Yeah.
But you know,
did you manage so you had to switch providers, I guess, and that's a bit of a hassle always to kind of rotate out units, and
it's not any fun.
Yeah.
We've learned.
Have you used? So did you get into telematics back when ELDs were mandated? You know, or did you have telematics long before that?
No, in the U.S. we jumped in right before the mandate went in effect in 2017. So we've had an ELD or a telematics provider for our DOT vehicles since 2017.
Right.
Our HSE group, you know, we put another telematics provider called Mix. They put their equipment in our non-regulated fleet.
Okay.
And it tracks just the basics. You know, it doesn't track the basics, but you know, it's a basic telematics system: harsh braking, harsh cornering, harsh acceleration, impacts, rollovers. You know, the what do you call it? The meat of what you use telematics for safety.
Yeah, for sure. Have you had any unexpected consequences, perhaps maybe even positive things that have come out of the use of telematics?
Oh, telematics are amazing. They have made our drivers much safer. I mean, I don't have the stats in hand, but it was amazing the improvement in our drivers' performance in 6 to 8 weeks once we started the in-cab coaching. I mean, the numbers went down, you know, improved 60%.
Wow,
you know, it was incredible. So
okay, you're using the in-cab coaching.
Yes, and it's just a simple in-cab alert. Right, it's just when you go too fast, when you hit the brakes too hard or you turn too hard, it beeps at you, right?
Yeah.
And it makes you question, okay, what did I do wrong? And next time, it makes you better. Right?
Sure. So I'm sure there's a little pushback from the drivers, but how did you manage that one?
You know, I come from law enforcement. There's the 2% of the population that's going to complain about everything, and you know, we explain to them the purpose behind it, and most people, to a fault, have you know, they adapt, they comply, they understand why you're doing it.
Sure.
It's just a matter of education, showing, you know, you can't argue with the test results, right? When somebody argues with you, and you can show them that, hey, look, we can show you right here the initial first 6 weeks. Look at the numbers, how they went down. Right?
Yeah. You know, are you using telematics to gamify anything to look at scores of drivers?
We're not gamifying anything right now. Not to my knowledge on the safety side.
Or do you have any goals with the telematics system where you're not using a feature now, but you might want to look into it?
Chris, we are. That's constantly what we're looking into, right? We're a pretty small team. You know, thank goodness with, you know, the AI and, you know, making things smarter and easier. Hopefully that, you know, we can do that, right? Use AI to really analyze that data and get better. Right.
Yeah, got it. Hey, well, last question. What kind of keeps you up at night when you're thinking about your drivers and managing those drivers on the road?
The mistake, right? Nobody goes out and makes and does something on purpose. There's no driver out there that makes gets involved in the catastrophic event. You want everybody to go home safe. That's our job, right?
Absolutely.
We provide them. Keep them legal, keep them safe, let them go home to their families, right? You came to work with 5 digits on each hand, we want you to go back to home with 5 digits on each hand.
Absolutely.
And that's what you worry about.
Yep, absolutely. I get you. Yeah. Well, that's a good way to cap it. Hey, James, thank you for sharing your time today.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah.